Okay, hello everybody. My name is Thar C1. Doing a little series of practicing commentary for Roxas World in preparation for marathons. This is round number 2. Timing is going to begin when I confirm these settings, and 3, 2, 1, go. So right off the bat, I'm not going to go too much into lore on these runs, but we start out playing as this kid named Roxas, and this serves as a tutorial section for the run. The game's just teaching us how to move around, how to jump, how to interact with NPCs, how to lock on. Pretty basic stuff here, but coming up after this, we have two things. First is a set of choices. We have a choice of 3 weapons. Each weapon gives us a different stat. We're going to go for the one that gives us strength, because we stack strength in this run. Next up, we got our first fight, and we're actually going to have an RNG manipulation here. Just going to jump and do a full air combo on him. 3 hits progresses this part. And the second part, I'm going to do combos on him in a specific way to set up RNG in my favor. So I'm going to walk up, parry him, do 1, 2, then a full air combo, let him retaliate, 1 hit, and another full air combo. Okay, so now I've set up RNG for this next fight, and hopefully I can keep it going for the next few fights here. But that enemy you see there, that Dusk, he's going to be our next enemy we're going to fight. It's a 2-phase encounter. The first part, we actually can't damage him. We got to progress it by doing hits on him. We need to do 10 hits total. Because I set up the RNG, I know what this Dusk is going to do. He's going to do a little upside down walk on me. I'm going to try to get a full combo. No, got 2. That's fine. And then just 2 more hits will progress it. Now we got a Keyblade. He's going to die in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right here. So 1, 2... Yep, so 2, 3. So we want to make sure we don't do finishers on enemies until we know it's going to kill them. That's because finishers knock enemies far away from you, and we don't want that. We want to keep enemies nice and close so we can keep hitting them. Don't have much movement in early game, but we do have these skateboards in Roxas World, which is really nice. Which we're going to do here in a mandatory minigame, mail delivery. Gotta deliver these letters to these 5 guys here. Well, 3 guys and 2 birds. For some reason, birds need mail. Alright, 7:26 is a good time. So yeah, that got us money, and that allows us to progress the story to the next day. I'm gonna do a little menu here where I set my horizontal camera to invert, because that's personal preference for me. So yeah, we're gonna end this day by talking to Hainer, giving him the money we just made. And yeah, that's day 2. Coming up is day 3. We got another fight in the Sandlot against a single Dusk. And again, we're not going to be able to do damage to that Dusk. We got to do 10 hits to progress it. And because I set up the RNG, I know what this Dusk is going to do once again. Hopefully he does an upside down walk. But yeah, I need to do 10 hits here. Going to walk up, jump. Alright. With some hits there, that's alright. These Duskers going to do some things that are slightly different, but this is the last fight we can carry RNG manipulation into anyway. They die in 2, 3. And he is dodging me. Alright. Oh, I only got 1 hit on him. Wow. Oh, I got 2. So yeah, that's why you don't want to do finishers unless you know it's going to kill them. For that reason right there. That wasn't a very clean fight, but it's whatever. So more tutorials teaching us how to pick up or open chests. We just got a potion, but we don't need that potion. We're going to pop it here in a minute to get it out of our inventory. You may have noticed these triangle prompts appearing above these enemies. Those are called reaction commands. Most enemies in the game have at least 1 reaction command associated with them, and they're unique on an enemy basis. So Dusk have this reversal command, which I'm going to use right here for movement. It lets you, like, kind of slide around the Dusk. It stuns that Dusk and every Dusk in its vicinity. We're going to be making use of that in the remainder of these fights against Dusk here. Going to pop the potion, get it out of our inventory. This is the first boss fight of the game. It's actually a pretty challenging fight. This first section is about a minute long. You can't really make it go faster, but it's just teaching you how to use reaction commands that I just talked about in combat. Sip of my water here. But yeah, you just gotta do a section of reactive commands. He's gonna disappear for a little bit. And I'm gonna show you a cool little invisible hitbox that's there for some reason. I like to warm up at this part and just like get my timing for my jumping hits. Just because I'm not super consistent with air combos with Roxas. It's hard to do it with him for some reason. But yeah, here's the last reaction command. This reaction command is going to stun him and knock him on the ground for about 10 seconds. We want to get at least 4 full combos out of him right now. We're going to try to do that right now. Alright, you can get an extra hit if you're fast enough. I wasn't, but no big deal. You go to 5 o'clock, jump to a combo. Delay that finisher so I hit both of those creepers. That will sync them up here. So basically, the way that was a pretty good fight. The reason I had to hit both of those creepers at the same time is it synced them both up so that they would retaliate on me at the exact same time. That retaliate being that little teleport, dive, stab move that they did. And I synced it up so that they would do it right when the reversal RC would come out so I could use it to dodge it. But here, struggle fights, not going to go too much in detail about this, but there's a hidden mechanic in this game called revenge value. Basically, when you hit enemies a certain number of times, they'll hit you back eventually. That's going to be important here. I'm going to lure him into this corner, do 2 combos. He's going to retaliate. And now he's going to retaliate after every combo. So I'm going to jump to dodge his retaliation, keep him in this corner. Oh, he got one. Alright, 37 is really good. For a good fight there, you want to see above 30 seconds. 37 to 38 is optimal, I would say, for beginner. That is not an easy strat to do, so I'm very happy with that. DV, he retaliates in 6 hits. We're going to go up to him, do 2 combos. We're going to dodge his retaliation. Do 1, 2. Oh, okay. Managed to dodge it. That was a little sketchy. This combo's going to knock him out. I need to do 2 hits on him, unfortunately, because got bad orb luck. And then just pick up the rest of these orbs. This is not good orb spread. And a 32 is not good. You want to see around a 36. Part of that was my fault. Part of that was orb spread, but who cares? No big deal. We move on. More dusts. These dusts die in 2-1-3. I'm going to immediately reversal this one to start the fight. And my auto lock screwed me up a bit there. Dropped a combo, but that's okay. But yeah, here's Axel. Axel, I have not gotten right all day, so hopefully we get it right here. I'm going to immediately jump to the right, dodge his attack, and start an air combo. Do 3 total here. He's going to retaliate. I'm going to dodge. Alright. Messed it up a little bit there, but that was my cleanest Axel of the day. But yeah, I knew that retaliation was coming on Axel because of that revenge value mechanic I talked about. But yeah, here's the last struggle fight. This fight, you can either win or lose. You get a different reward based on whether you win or lose. We're gonna lose. Not only is losing faster, but losing gives us an accessory called the medal. The medal gives us +1 to our strength, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the run, we stack strength in this run. Having the medal for the rest of Roxas World allows enemies to die in 1 less hit each, and that adds up to a good bit of time save here. So yeah, just hitting him to force a retaliation, jumping into his attack so I can recover quicker, and just this one kill me. The 28's about average. That's about as good as you're gonna get. So pretty decent. So there we just got the medal. You know, I said I wasn't going to go too much in depth on the lore here, but if you aren't aware, if you haven't played this game, spoiler alert, Roxas is actually in a computer simulation right now. And on this day, day 5, there have been some glitches that are causing some some havoc throughout the town in the computer simulation. The team is going to investigate it right now. First, I'm going to do this menu here. I'm going to equip that medal I just got. Go over here and equip aerial recovery. So aerial recovery is an ability that we can use in combat. Basically, whenever you get hit, you get stun locked in air, and it takes a while for you to fall back to the ground and recover. But with aerial recovery, you can press circle after getting hit to immediately recover and get back to the ground faster to get back to action. That's going to be a big deal in this next fight after this little wall ball mini game. Hopefully I won't have to use it. Optimally, you don't get hit, but sometimes it's hard. Yeah, first little wonder. Gonna go into the sewers here, and Vivi, who we fought for struggles, he's gonna have clones here. There's gonna be about 14 totals that spawn in like sets of 3. They're all gonna want to jump to this corner to my left and immediately attack. I need to kill them before they attack. That's not good. Already got hit. I'm going to try to stay in this corner because I know they're going to all come to me here. And this wasn't very good. If you get hit early like I did there, it kind of messes up the rest of the fight because you're not going to get the enemies as they spawn. That fight is RNG, but there's also a good little skill ceiling to it. But it's whatever. We're going to head over to the next fight. We're going to fight Shadow Roxas, a shadow version of ourself. He's going to have the same hitbox as Roxas doesn't in combat. If you notice, Roxas kind of crouches over in combat. Because of that, we need to time our hits so that none of them whiff. I'm going to immediately push him into this corner here. Let him attack. Dodge it. I dropped a combo. Oh, this is not good. He should die here. Oh, he didn't. Unfortunate. Okay, that was not very good. As I said, it's hard to hit Shadow Roxas. The goal is to push him into that corner and keep him there so he doesn't move around. And just jump and do air combos, timing your hits so that they all connect. I timed it a bit too slow and I kept dropping my finishers. I am pretty notorious for dropping my combo finishers with Roxas. His air combo physics are a bit wonky compared to Sora's, and they're pretty hard to get down. But I actually do this thing with marathons when I'm running in a marathon that's raising money, where I donate $5 per dropped combo, and that was already like 3 dropped combos. That's already 15 bucks out of my wallet going towards a good cause. So a little fun, little incentive I like to do. This is dog bag minigame. We're just doing the reaction command as it jumps over. There's actually a known crash in all versions of this game where if you mash triangle on that minigame, the game can just suddenly crash for whatever reason. It's never happened to me. That's because I time my triangle presses right before he jumps over a trash can, so it doesn't happen. It's worked out pretty well so far. But yeah, a little bit of RNG there. You wanna get like 3 cycles, meaning he passes around 3 trash cans before he goes for a jump. He can either do 1, 2, or 3. He only did like 2 1s there. Each time he does a 1 cycle, you lose a second, supposedly, which does add up if you get pretty bad luck. But yeah, end of the day here, we're gonna head back to the mansion that we were at the first day, and that will start day 6, the last day of Roxas World. Arguably the hardest day. There's 3 fights against some of those dusk enemies we've been fighting. Then also it introduces 1 new nobody called an assassin. Assassins, the way they spawn is they immediately attack after they spawn, and then they try to go underground. We don't want them going underground. So after they attack, we want to stagger them and keep them above ground the whole time. You'll see that here. I'm going to immediately hold right and spam triangle to get a reversal to stun him. Do 2, 1, 3. Ooh, unfortunate. 2, 1, 3 there. You see, I waited a bit before I did my first hit, because otherwise if I did it too soon, he wouldn't have staggered. And he would have gone underground. That would have been bad. But yeah, not the best luck. It's really unfortunate that that second dust got hit by my finisher and got knocked away. He got hit by like the very last hitbox of it too. Or the very last like possible frames that he could have been hit by it. You don't see that too often. But it's whatever. Making our way back to the mansion. Next fight is basement fight. Basement fight involves a wave of 4 dusks. Once you kill 3 Dusks, 2 Assassins spawn on opposite ends of the room. Our goal is to do what we did with that Assassin in the alleyway and catch it before it goes underground again. We obviously can't get both at the same time, so we just do one and then hit the other one as it comes out of the ground. It's a lot trickier than it sounds. Basement fight is one of the... It's definitely the hardest fight in Roxas world, and it's arguably one of the harder fights to go fast in the run. So hopefully we do well there, but just gotta make our way there, go through a couple cutscenes, get a couple story flags so we can progress. A few more cutscenes here. Roxas is about to smash up this computer. We're not gonna watch it, but yeah, he just did that. Good job, Roxas. And here's basement fight. So we start with 4 Dusks. I'm gonna go into the middle of them, do a hit or 2, do reversal to stun them all, and just do this pattern over and over. He's die in 1-3. And he's gonna jump, that's good. Good, alright, decent. That was actually pretty decent. I'll take that. Last fight is against Axel again. This fight, we get a second Keyblade because story reasons, and this fight's a lot... Well, it's not faster than the first. I'm just going to do a hit and then hit square, so X square. With 2 Keyblades, we can hit square to go straight into a finisher, and we want to do that twice and do a full air combo. Let him land here, do a full ground combo, and I think I might be under damaged. I am. Yep, so I gotta do second RC. Unfortunate. Alright, 1638. Pretty solid. Sub 17, Roxas World and Beginner is not easy to get. In my heyday, I was able to get like consistent sub 1620, sub 1610s. But I'm slowly getting back towards that. So we'll take that. But yeah, that was my second round of Roxas World commentary. Gonna keep doing this little series. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.